All right. Good morning. Sorry, friends. Just a minute, man. Coming at you again. Walk studio back in Studio B. Giving God all the praise and glory and honor. Thanking Him for life, health, and strength. For as well as it is. And we want to say that I want y'all to look at my title of this video. Kind of strange. I know it. I said the OJ said this best. And what I'm talking about and speaking of is a song that they made back in the day. It says, give the people what they want. Give the people what they want. My friends, I just will. I got to say this, and I say this here out of deepest respect for everybody's feelings because everybody have them. And I feel that mutual respect is in order in every case scenario. But when the OJ said give the people what they want, I looked at that thing from all angles. And I'm just one to do that. Now, mind you, my people, I don't mind helping anyone do whatever I can do to help them in any kind of way. I don't mind doing the best I can, doing what I can. I don't mind doing that. And I don't mind reaching out. But let me tell you, on that same token, people, you can reach out as well. Sometimes people just sit back and want you to do all the reaching. You know what I mean? You know, they some people, even when it comes to keeping in communication with one another, some people want you to do all the calling, all the texting. You got to be the first one to do. So no. It don't go that way, y'all. I mean, come on now, get real. And see, I'm like the OJ now. Give the people what they want. Now, you don't want to be bothered. I understand that. Sometimes we all get to the place that, when you're not feeling very well, you're under the weather or something like that. At that particular time, you really don't feel like being bothered. I know how that feels because I be that way most of the time. It's a lot of time I have went on and talked to people when they called me on the phone or whatever they did. Sometimes, cause like I said, most time I'm be the one call everybody call or text people call. I'm always the one that initialize, do the first initialization of everything. But nevertheless, there are occasions when I have to talk and I have not felt like talking at all. But I did it. I did it anyway because it's called mutual respect and honor to everybody. But everybody should learn this process and this principle, y'all. It just I shouldn't feel that everybody got to call me every day. Everybody got to text me every day. Everybody that got to keep on trying to make me talk. It should go both ways. It should go both ways. If you, in other words, if I should check on you every now and then, just like I want you to check on me. That's just the way that goes. Me, I tell you the truth. The OJ said it real good back in the day. Got to give the people what they want. And a lot of times, you know, the way I could be wrong, but I mean, if I'm wrong, it won't be the first time, and it definitely won't be the last time. But I will say it like this: if I forget who said this. I believe it was Joyce Meyer uh, Joyce Meyer. I believe it was Joyce Meyer that said this. It might have been Joel Osteen, but I did hear one of the preachers on the TV said that if you got anything around you that you ain't touched in 3 months, you don't really need it. Well, that that says a lot, y'all. That says a lot. And then I got to thinking about that thing. Anything that you haven't used or touched in 3 months, you don't really need it. You ought to give it away or throw it away because it's just in the way. Well, if you think about that, first of all, if you are not communicating with Miniman, well, that just tells me something. You know what I mean? That tells me, well, you are not really at this point in time. You have no use for nothing that I need, that I might have to say. You ain't got no use for that, or whatever the case scenario may be. But we need to take things at face value. That's the way I try to do it, and I try to give everybody a benefit of a doubt because everybody's human. And so we give everybody a benefit of a doubt when it comes to, certain things. But just like I said, I be looking at social media on there, and I use Facebook. I don't tell nobody not to use Facebook. We got some people talk bad about everything, but I'm not talking bad about Facebook, Instagram, and none of those social media platforms, because I feel they all got their purpose and they got their place if you use them right. But if you don't, I don't have nothing to do with how you use your computer. I can only control the way I use mine. So I don't have no problem with Facebook or Instagram or none of the other social media platform. But I feel I be listening and I look at some of the thing that people post up there, and I see the way that they be doing things and everything, and it makes me wonder, sometimes what is it about, the people that some of the people that we deal with, it's hard to get along with, and you do the best you can to do what's right. I guess they be trying to do the best they can. Like I said, give everybody the benefit of a doubt. Don't ever count them out to the degree of when you just say I'm just gonna put them at bay. But I try to do that as my grandmama used to teach me. I feed certain people out of a long handled spoon. Now, like I say, you on, if I'm already on Facebook and I'm already there, I'm online, and then here you come, Johnny come lately, and you come on now where you see me on Facebook, but you yet still gonna sit there and I'm supposed to now, cause I saw you come on, I got to jump and start tearing up my keyboard to try to type to say hello to you. And it don't work that way. You ought to your place is to give me salutation. I was already there. I mean, come on, people, just be real, y'all. Just it is something else, but I'm just saying, like the old Jay said, give the people what they want. And that's what I try to do. Because so if you make it known to middleman that you don't want to be bothered, I will give you what you want. I won't bother you. In other words, if you just act like you don't want to be bothered with me, and I give it to you. I mean, really. And it doesn't matter whether you contact me or not. That's fine too. I live with or without you. It doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, there's no need of people falling out over Facebook, Instagram, over text messages and stuff. Because if you want somebody, the Bible tells me this. Jesus said, just as you would like people to do unto you, you got to do certain things too. Well, if I'm always coming to you, I'm always doing the salutation. I'm always got to be the first one to say hello, regardless of what, whether I'm on or come on after you. I'm always got to be the one to reach out. How you doing? How this? Come on. Ask me how I'm doing sometime. I mean, come on, people, get real. We're not that grand now. Everybody got their own place. And you don't think no more of yourself than I think of me. So, let's get with the program, y'all. And really and truly, I mean that to the heart. And I'm just saying I'm thankful to the people that have been with me in the Bible study. In other words, I've been on Bible study Blog Talk Radio for a little bit better than 13 years. And I thank God for the people that have been in and with me and the ones that have gone on. Like I tell you, everybody don't come in your life to stay. They come in there for a season. And once they serve that purpose, I remember hearing T.D. Jakes saying this here. That everybody don't come in your life to stay for just a short period of time. Once they serve that purpose, they move on. And we got to allow that to happen because it will happen. But then, you got some people that comes into your life, they're there for the long haul, and they stays a lot longer. But nevertheless, y'all, like the OJ said it best back in the 70s, when they said, got to give the people what they want. Give the people what they want. Don't, like like my great grandmama and my grandmama, you said don't lick nobody's behind to get along with them. If you got to do that, you don't really need them. And that's not a bad saying, y'all. That's just the real truth of the matter. In other words, don't kiss nobody behind to try to get along with them. If you got to do that, they're not really on your team anyway. But I always love to be I always like to be a team player. In other words, if you're gonna be with somebody, be with them. Like James Brown said years ago, if you ain't gonna be in it, get out of it. Just leave it alone. Now you ain't don't let nobody force you to be in something you don't want to be in. But if you ain't gonna go all the way, just like our pastor's sermon was the other week, if you gonna am I all in this thing for the long haul? If you ain't gonna be in it, get out of it. Get out of it. Ain't nobody forcing you to do something that you don't want to do. But don't be so negative and make everybody else feel bad just because of the fact that you are not in place where you need to be. But you see about your own self. I say it like that. My grandmama used to tell her, Leola Walker used to always tell her kid that don't worry about the other fella. That's what she used to tell her. Don't worry about the other fella. You do what you're supposed to do. I can hear it just as good, just like it was yesterday. She was telling me this. Now I'll be 60 years old in a couple of months. And I know it was, and I could hear her just as plain as day saying, don't worry about the other fella. You do what you're supposed to do. Thank y'all, my cyber friends. I'm so glad that you know the ones that are with me, you are with me. It always said, I never lost a friend. James Brown said that I never lost a friend I never had. Never lost a friend I never had. So we just going to say, God bless each and every one of you. And we're going to say, whatever you get into it. God ain't in it. Please, ma'am, please, sir, come on out of it. Because it's going to come to nothing. To the next video, next Bible study, whichever comes first. This is Mitty Man saying peace and good morning.